19 years ago, as the opening scene revealed a mysterious ring in space and a ship flying towards it, I knew then that I was in for a special experience, and I still feel that way when I revisit the game all these years later. Here's my take on why Halo Combat Evolved is still incredible 19 years later. As a launch title on the original Xbox in 2001, Halo became a cultural phenomenon. Developed by Bungie, it scored a 97 on Metacritic, received top praise from reviewers and players, and the first-person shooter genre was forever changed by Halo. The introductions of the Master Chief, Cortana, the first time walking out to see the Halo ring in the background, everything was more cinematic and immersive than ever before. I was 12 when Halo released, and I was blown away. Halo had it all. Great gameplay, vehicular action, intelligent enemy AI, and an engaging sci-fi story. It also had co-op so you could play the storyline with friends, and my first playthrough was with one of my best friends, who was equally amazed by the game. Several missions had large open vistas, so the player could tackle the enemy strategically, and each playthrough could be unique. Storming the beach and Silent Cartographer, the stealthy sniper action in Truth and Reconciliation, the vehicle battles in Assault on the Control Room. Each level felt like an adventure. The terrifying reveal of the Flood halfway through the game had me freaked out as a kid, and was handled incredibly well in a video game in the early 2000s. The way it was shown through a Marine's eyes, and then ended by throwing the Chief right into a Flood ambush, that was some excellent storytelling. Then the huge plot twist of what the Halo ring was capable of was revealed, and kept the story going at a brisk, perfect pace for what Halo was. As a player, you felt like the fate of the galaxy was in your hands. If you were too young to experience Halo 1 when it launched, you may not appreciate the impact this game had. But I was there, and I can say that everyone was talking about Halo and loving Halo. When the campaign finished, all I could think was, when is the sequel, and how can it be as awesome as this was? At PE or lunch in middle school, kids were always talking about Halo. Few games have generated the kind of buzz that Halo 1 held. As if the single-player experience was not enough, Halo launched with an incredible multiplayer experience as well. Memorable maps like Blood Gulch and Hang 'em High brought friends together to play several game modes, and I mean literally together because this was pre-Xbox Live. Friends would bring 4 Xboxes, 4 TVs, and 16 controllers to have local parties, and it was a time to be a gaming fan. This multiplayer set the stage for future Halo games and improved first-person shooters in all the right ways. My Saturdays I had as a young teenager often consisted of getting together with friends and playing Halo all afternoon, and if not playing the game, talking about it. In my opinion, Halo was one of the most important video games ever made, and very likely my favorite game from my childhood, and it had some serious competition at the time. Like most games, Halo Combat Evolved has aged and can be a bit clunky in hindsight, but this game deserves endless praise for its impact in 2001 and the continuing influence it still has today. Great job, Bungie, on Halo Combat Evolved.